Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. I'm Robel Herdera from Group 3, and we are going to report to you about the curriculum design. But before that, I will give you three objectives of this topic. Now, the first one is you will be able to know and understand the meaning of curriculum design. Second, to know what are the different examples of curriculum design. And lastly, you will be able to know and understand the features of curriculum design. Now let us proceed to the discussion proper. Curriculum design. Now this refers to the arrangement of the elements of a curriculum, and also this is a dynamic process. Now if you wonder why this is called a dynamic process, it is because our curriculum is changing. Okay, the curriculum designers or the curriculum makers are still studying up until now of what's best for us and to be globally competitive, no, and to give us a better, good quality education. That is why it is called a dynamic process. Now, in curriculum design, we have four elements. Now these four elements made up the curriculum, and this serves as the foundation also now of the curriculum. Now the first one is intent. So this is the curriculum plan, and this is what students want to know and to be able to do. So the next one is the subject matter or the content. So this refers to the areas of learning and knowledge within those areas. Now, so this is more finely described as the actual knowledge and learning to be imparted. No, the content, kung ano yung magiging basehan ng pagtuturo, no? Unlike sa intent na we are measuring the capability of a student, of what the student wanted to learn. So that is intent. And the third one is the learning experiences. Now, it's not just we learn in school, but also we have to be good in a real life situation or real life experiences. Now, where the real battle begins. So, I guess this is very important. The learning experiences, because this will enable us to be ready to face the challenges in our lives. And four is evaluation. This is very important too, because this is the process of measuring and judging the extent to which the planned courses or topics. So we measure the capability or the intelligence of the intellectual capacity of the student if he or she really learns from what we have discussed. Now let's proceed. We have the two levels of organizing curriculum design. The first one is the macro level and the micro level. Now let us differentiate the macro level and the micro level first. So a macro level refers to the entire institution, no, or the overall curriculum, or this is more broad than micro levels, because a micro level describe variously as subject knowledge or classroom interactive and activities. And best example for this is in macro level we have the mathematics, the science. And for the micro level, the example of that is, for example, in mathematics we do have algebra, we do have statistics, we have the probability. Okay, so let's proceed to the different curriculum designs. So we have the subject center design, which is the most popular among four types of curriculum design. And the majority of the curricula used in school are arranged or organized in terms of subject. And this is subject design. No? The curriculum is organized in terms of subject like mathematics, science, and English. So way back in our low grade levels, now we already experienced this one, the mathematics, the science. A bit different right now in high school and in college because we do specific subjects. Okay, so the next one is the academic discipline. This type of design organizes the curriculum in terms of discipline like algebra, physics, chemistry, as what I have said. The academic discipline, this focuses on the specific subject, just like the algebra, the statistics, the probability. And next one is the integrated design. And this is based on the principle that learners learn in an integrated manner. So we are combining the subjects. They are all related to each other. So we have three types of integration. The first one is interdisciplinary, which is merging two related disciplines or subject. So for example of this is the health and the science. Now this is something, health is something to do with the science in terms of creating medicines. The next one is the multidisciplinary or the broad fields, included three or more related disciplines, for example in social studies, and example is MAPE. And the third one is the core requires that all subject or disciplines in school curriculum can be put together using single terms. So in this type of integrated curriculum design is used in preschool, where subjects are combined using curriculum themes. So as what I have said, just like MAPE, the arts, the music, the PE, and the health are interrelated to each other. So that is why we integrate that one and as MAPE.
So good day everyone, I am Joylene Cortez. So this day we are going to tackle the continuations under different curriculum design. So the next under different curriculum design, which is learner-centered designs. Learner-centered designs focus on the needs, nature, and interests of the learners in the curriculum. The aim of the design is to develop the potentials and abilities of the learners and making curriculum relevant and responsive to them. Meaning to say is, as a future educators, their responsibility to give attention on the students. We all know that in our students, we have a different diversity background information. At the same time, sa atin na lang yun on how to execute the ability of the students also when it comes to the intellectual capacity of the students. So for example, under learner-centered design, which is a teacher may create a curriculum design for its students that finds it challenging to pay attention for a long period of time by including several small activities don't require extensive amounts of attention. So which means if they are inter-class doing report, then may include activities in the curriculum design that involve working in a large groups. Next, which is we have a components under learner-centered design. The first one, which is activities and experience design. This concentrates on activities that are meaningful and interesting to the learners, meaning to say, when the teachers conduct an activity in the classroom, must be relevant and attractive for them, and these strategies as expected for their learning. So next, which is the last component under learner-centered design, which is humanistic design. The curriculum is composed of topics and learning experiences that focus on the holistic development of an individual. So as you observe in the curriculum guide that they have a learning competency which is objectives to enhance the entire process. They have a code in every objectives and they have learning materials to use as a reference in our topic. So let's proceed to the next curriculum design, which is problem-centered design. This curriculum design focuses on understanding and finding solutions to individual and social issues and problems. So, meaning to say, as this is curriculum design, as also for the student-centered design. So, this curriculum design is focused on teaching students on how to work at the problem and come up with the solutions. In short, as a future educators, their responsibility to give attention the needs of the students in learning. At the same time, we are responsibility to form the solutions on how to solve the issues or problem sa mga students natin. I have an example under problem-centered design. So if a teacher notices a student struggling to understand a specific concept, they can use this curriculum design to help the students better understand the information. So which means, in this curriculum design, teachers can often include common tutoring techniques to offer students for their assistance. This includes creating flashcards and using educational games to engage students. Okay, now we have components under problem-centered design. The first one, which is thematic design. This design suggests the thematic approach to integration. Almost all models advocate this approach. The only thing that is different is the main focus of the theme. Some models give emphasis on human activities as the theme of the study, while others use different topics that are interesting to students. Themes can either be concepts, guided questions, activities, or standards and skills, but the purposes and goals are all intended to provide an education that is holistic, meaningful, and relevant to the life of the learner. Which means to say is a way of teaching and learning whereby many areas of the curriculum are connected together and integrated with attention. Okay, let's proceed to the last one component under problem-centered design, which is problem design. The learners are exposed to different lessons in problem solving involving real-life problems. By doing problem-solving activities, the learners are exposed to some practical situations or issues that are important to them and to their community. So, for instance, in the math subject, there are a lot of problem-solving and involving real-life situations that they wanted to solve it and to get the final answer. Okay, so now let's proceed to the last one under different curriculum design, which is core learning design. This curriculum design focuses on learning as a set of common subjects, disciplines, courses, skills, or knowledge that is necessary for students to master. So which means is the concept core curriculum is used to refer to areas of study and the school curriculum or any educational program that is used by all students. So for example, the subject included which is the physics, chemistry, biology, and zoology may be thought as general science. Okay, we have components under core learning design. The first one, which is the core design. This set of common subjects, disciplines, or courses that are required for students to study before they graduate or move to a different level. So, meaning to say is, in the curriculum, you cannot proceed to the next level if you have a back subject under the program that you taken up in the curriculum. Okay, so now let's proceed to the last one under core learning design, which is national core curriculum design. This is a set of subjects or courses that are required to be taught to all students across the country. So, which means It is mostly comprised of the objectives and contents described for the different subjects which are connected to the descriptions of the policies on underlying values, conceptions of learning and school culture. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
So good day ma'am, I'm Abel Sangay from BSN Math Major Second Year, and I'm going to continue the discussion about the curriculum design. So there are two major forces, two things to consider in designing a curriculum. These are the horizontal and vertical organization. So first, the horizontal organization is often referred to as the scope and horizontal integration that concern with the arrangement of curriculum components at any point in time by Print 1993. So horizontal organization is about the relationship of the subjects like geography, history, economics, and civics. It is like hierarchical levels and also called flat structure. So next, the vertical organization. It focuses on spiral progression of curriculum content. There should be skills, concept, values should be taught to the students. It enables the teacher to focus on developing students' mastery of the content by examining prerequisite knowledge and skills in learning different subjects. It features well-defined leadership at the top of the entire organization, whose influence filters down to middle management and department heads. The vertical organization is like a pyramid-like structure and top-down management structure. Those identified these important features for a good curriculum design. A good curriculum design must be mentally and effectively engaging that allows meaningful collaboration, develop in-depth understanding that connects with the students' lives and world. It is also focuses on the product that deals with profound ideas and must be real, purposeful, and useful to the students. So next is let's proceed to sequencing curriculum content. Sequencing curriculum content is essential in curriculum design. Sequence defined as the order in which contents are presented to the learners. Traditionally, contents are sequenced based on the nature of the subjects and discipline they belong. They are also organized according to a specific curriculum design, principle, or philosophy. So, Print 1993 identified the following design principles that are most commonly used to sequence the curriculum contents. So, there are 5 sequencing curriculum contents. First, simple to context. This is traditionally applied to disciplines or subjects like math, language, science, or music. These topics are arranged in a progressive spiral sequence. This curriculum This curriculum content was designed in such way that simple concepts are presented before more complex ones. For example, in teaching mathematics, they, they teach us the basic math like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And later on, as the higher grade we are, the more complicated equation that they discuss to us. It is like from easy to hard discussion. So next is the prerequisite learning. So this principle is followed in subjects and courses that largely consist of laws and principles like geometry, algebra, and physics. It is more likely happen in college. We have curriculum or subjects that we should follow and get from first year to fourth year. We should finish what subject we have in first year before we proceed in second year. Because if we have missed subject, we will fail to proceed in second year. Then the third is chronology Chronology. This design principle suggests sequencing of content according to chronology of event. It is like looking at a timeline to view what occurred first and what happened after that. It is more like a situational learning that the teacher teaches us. Then the fourth, whole to part learning. This is a deductive approach to designing content. One must see the big picture of ideas to understand the specific concept and skills. This method usually works for many divergent students, especially those with ADHD. So you start the lesson from the macro pieces and learn more about them until you learn the smallest one. Then the last is the increasing abstraction. This content can be sequenced according to the ideas or principle that a student can learn most effectively. If the concept or skills is related or relevant to own personal experience, this usually used in logical and critical thinking skills to improve. It is more on the ability to think abstractly developed as we mature, and we can intentionally improve our abstract thinking ability by improvising and playing with puzzles and language, and also about logical and problem solving thinking skills. So that would be all. Thank you.